So I'll start off with saying hi and welcome to Bollywood Bubble. How are you doing, Shreya?
Hi, thank you so much. I'm good. I'm good. A little sleepy this morning for some reason. I don't think I've slept well
Tell
last
me
night.
about it. So, lockdown has taken over all of us, of course, but everybody has a different story to them. So, how has your 6, 7 months now been in this pandemic?
Has it really been that long? Oh my God.
Yes.
It's actually been nothing to complain because I feel like we have had the comfort of our home. We've had a family to stay with. There's been no other issue. So, I mean, I just feel very grateful to be honest. And luckily, there's been a lot of work that's happened for me unintentionally during the pandemic. Whether it was doing an online play in April or the Gone Game, a series that I shot during lockdown, completely conceptualized, etc. And of course, now I have promotions for Crackdown. So something or the other has been happening, and it's just been refreshing, I think, to have this time to yourself when you're not hustling, when you're not constantly moving from one place to another, and it's a good time to introspect and to reassess a lot of the things I feel. So yeah.
Talking of crackdown, lockdown hata and crackdown aa gaya. So
Yeah.
tell me, Apurva sir has been an amazing director and he's given some really good masterpieces to the cinema. And then, of course, it's a no-brainer to do a project with him. But when it came to you, how did you react to it and how are you feeling from that moment till now?
Action is something that as an audience I've always enjoyed watching, and as an actor it's something that I had on my wish list that I wanted to explore this genre. So when Apu sir came to me with this script, it was a no-brainer. I knew I was going to do it, especially because I'm not just playing one character, but I sort of have two different dimensions in the show as well. So keeping that in mind, I thought it was really exciting, and the fact that I would get to do some action sequences, I knew I was going to be training for it. So a lot of these things came into play, and it was a fantastic team. I mean, there hasn't been one day on set where I haven't laughed and we've had not had a good time. So Sake, Bigbal, Apusa, they're all a crazy bunch. So we all got along.
That's really lovely. Also, if you, I know that people would, if people would directly go and watch the series, and nobody would want to know about it in an interview. Obviously, if they're interested,
Yeah.
they'll watch it. But even obviously to have a conversation, I would want to know what is it that you're playing in Crackdown, and what are you portraying? Like you said, there are two different dimensions in your character. So if you could just elaborate a little bit to us.
Well, obviously, I don't want to give any spoilers, so I won't get into that. But I play this girl called Divya Shirodkar. She's a simple Maharashtrian girl who works at a salon. But because of her resemblance to an extremist, she is sort of forced to be part of a mission to save the country. And so it's not just the journey of what happens, but it's also an internal journey for her because there's a lot at stake. She is very vulnerable in that particular position, but how she finds her strength and she's able to do what she has to for herself and for the nation. And like we said, there are so many unsung heroes in our country. We might not know their names, but they're also instrumental in keeping us safe. So somewhere the show is also paying a tribute to that in its own way, and it's entertaining. Masaledar keh sakte hain usse. It's as masaledar as it can get, and Apusa makes stuff like that. So I really had a good time doing it, and also because we shot in Kasauli, we shot in Chandigarh, we shot in really cold places in Jan and in December. So just that experience of actually freezing to death while doing your shots was something that I can't forget.
Well, sure, traveling bit is the best out of all. I mean, you get to see so many beautiful places, right?
Absolutely. And you get to live different characters in different places, and in one lifetime you're living many lifetimes as an actor. So
Wow,
yeah.
wow. But on that note, see, as beautiful as it seems, it's also as difficult as people don't know about. Like, we all talk about so many things, every regular person has so many things going on in their lives, from breakups, stress, distress, this, that, anger. But when it comes to an actor has to leave that part behind and just get into the role in a second.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what are the practices that you had to do to become that strong and to become like that?
That's a good question. I think not just for this character, but as an actor, any character that you play, between action and cut, you're that person and that's your universe. You have to leave Shreya behind. And, there could be moments where, as Shreya, if I'm not having a good day, but my character's having a fantastic day, I have to find that transition. And because I love my job so much, I think when the camera is on and I know I'm playing another character, it comes naturally to me to not think about something else or if something else is bothering me. In fact, it's weirdly therapeutic in a way, I would say. So I don't see it as an added effort, but yes, as a any form of preparation or process that actors keep talking about, this is what they mean when they say that you're creating the world of the character, you're developing the instincts of that character. So as soon as you wear the clothes, you leave the vanity van, you're not yourself anymore. You are that different person. And this requires, I think, only with experience do you understand the seamless transition, I would say.
Right, right. Also, I've taken a note to not ask you anything controversial. I'm going to be a good girl. But also, obviously, because you are a part of the fraternity, there's one question that I would like to ask you. That when we think of Bollywood, that there's this glitz, glamour, fame that we look at. But now, from the past few months, people are opening up. People are talking so much. There's a lot of, you can say, even a little bit of reality, a little bit of negativity. It's a mixture out there. And there are debates on nepotism, favoritism, being thrown out of certain films, and God knows what not. But when you look at all of this, what is it that you feel is what I want to know.
I think when we have any conversation about topics like these, it's important to first accept and understand that we do not know everything about an individual's journey. Everybody has a different experience.
Absolutely.
And no matter what field it is, there's good and bad in it. No matter what field it is, no matter what. But that does not mean that the whole profession is tainted. That does not mean that if there are one or two bad experiences in a scenario, that doesn't mean that the whole experience for everybody in it is bad. And what's wonderful is that yes, as artists, we must use our platform to share our experiences, talk about it, but it comes with responsibility, because people are listening to you. And the scary part is that today, maybe because it's the lockdown or what, or people just want drama in their lives, I think people want to believe anything and everything that's coming their way without really understanding if it's true or not. And so the sense of responsibility is not just on the person who's talking, but also on the people who are receiving that information. Because we have to be responsible, because we're talking about people's lives here. And when it comes to the film industry, I would say that everybody will have their own experience and journey. Sometimes things will be good, sometimes things will be bad. And yes, everybody is entitled to come out and share their story. But it is unfair to say that every aspect is wrong. And very often, I feel like film industries around the world become very easy targets only because they're on that position. Only because they as actors, we keep ourselves out there in a very vulnerable manner. People see our ups and downs. We're very emotionally available in that sense. So it becomes very easy to often pinpoint fingers. In some cases things are true, in some cases things are not true. So I would only say that people who want to hate will always hate.
Yeah.
But people who want to be open-minded to understand should make whatever judgments they want to based on proper information, based on facts, and should realize that everybody will have their own experience. That does not mean entertain people. I mean, the industries around the world have brought in so much positivity and hope and so much goodness as well. So हर चीज में दोनों exist करते हैं. Good and bad हमेशा एक साथ ही चलेगा, you know.
Like you very correctly said that, you know, there are pros and cons in every industry, and it's not just film. I mean, there are things going on everywhere, but if there's somebody having a bad time in a corporate office, the media is not going to run behind them and tell everybody कि corporate office में he's having a bad time.
So while I say कि लोगों की बातें सुनना जरूरी है, of course you should listen to what people have to say, but a lot of people also misuse their platform today. Which is why I think we need to sort of receive information not just based on drama and for gossip and for fun. We need to be responsible because lives are at stake, you know. So that's all I'll really say. Yeah.
So like you just said that, you know, because life of a celebrity is always out there. Don't you ever feel pressured or little, you know, you're like everybody's going to know about everything, and you know some people like to be secretive, but things are going to be out. Do you ever feel pressured or uneasy?
I don't feel pressured or uneasy. See, I have accepted that you know, as soon as you have your Instagram account or you're out there, you have your PR publicity, you're acting, you have all of these things happening, you are sharing a part of your life with the audience. As an individual, I'm somebody who I am not, I am a private person. I am not always overly out there. And I'm an ambivert, I would say. I'm a combination of an introvert and an extrovert. So the parts of me that I'm comfortable sharing, I will share. You know, the parts that are not, I won't share. And I feel like most of the times, you know, your fans or the audience, they respect that and they understand that most of the times. And sometimes, I mean, I also think it's very important to be real. You know, like many a times, actors just tend to share only the happy moments or the happy things. I think it's also important to communicate that everybody has good and bad days. There could be days
is never perfect.
Yeah, there could be days where, you know, you're just not feeling good, and it's important to also share that to people following you. If you're feeling you know, emotionally low, it's important to talk about what you're going through, just so that people also connect to it and they understand that we're all human beings going through the same struggles and the same battles. Of course, the intensity might vary, but everyone just wants happiness, don't they, at the end of it?
Okay.
Wants food and happiness and shelter.
Okay, I'm going to now jump to a very cool segment and quickly ask you some things on food. So let's see how you answer them. Okay.
I love conversations around food, so I'm happy.
Same here. So that's why I thought I'll just start off with something else now and not bore you with all those cliched questions. So, okay, tell me, how do you start your day? What is the first thing that you intake?
Most of the times, the first thing I have is ghee and garam pani. 1 spoon of ghee.
Wow, ghee.
Or badam.
Badam and ghee. Yeah. Okay.
First ghee, then badam.
Okay. Tell me, are you somebody who follows a certain kind of diet? Because there's so many right now out there. Is there anything that you follow?
So I've never followed any particular diet or any fad. I enjoy food too much to curb myself, you know, a lot. But yes, I like to keep fit. I think exercising is a major part of my life. So I like to eat healthy, but I also balance it out. If I'm craving a burger, I'll go for it. I'll never think twice about it. But I have certain habits that help me. Like in general, I've always eaten early. I eat food at 8 o'clock. You know, I don't eat food late. Or if I want to eat sweet, I'll eat sweet, but I'll end up eating it in the day. So there are some things that just come naturally to me. But I never stop myself if I want to binge or anything like that. I go for it. So I think moderation is the key. मजे करो पर ज़्यादा मत करो.
Tell me the weirdest thing that you've ever had.
Oh, the weirdest thing I've ever had is, and I actually had it accidentally. I didn't intend to have it. Is that when I was young, I went to Thailand, and there were these candies there, right? Like a nice lollipop, and I bought one, and I was eating it, and I was like, I could feel a texture. And then I saw it and I realized there was a dried insect inside that candy. And it was a delicacy, apparently. So luckily, it didn't taste like that, but every lollipop had like the name of, like, say, an insect that was inside it.
Ah.
So, I mean, see, that might be their culture, so no judgment. If you're eating chicken and fish, you can't be like, "Aap kyun kha rahe ho? वो bug क्यों खा रहे हो?" तो खाना है तो खाने दो, पर मुझे नहीं खाना.
Tell me if you also have some weird combinations that you usually like to go with. Like some
Food
people have
combination.
ketchup with parathas or something weird.
Ah, that's interesting. That's a very good question. And I'm sure I'll find the answer to this question tomorrow. मुझे ऐसे कल याद आ जाएगा कि मैं क्या कुछ अजीब क्या खाती हूँ. So, it's not an ajib combination, but I like if I'm having fish or if I'm having, chicken, I also like for example, I'll have like a caramel chicken. When I'm experimenting on things, I like the combination of meetha meat also sometimes. So a lot of people don't, so I will say I like that. And what else do I like combination wise? Like sometimes, on fruits, I'll put little mirch and I'll put namak. I mean, as Indians, we do that, but I like mixing my flavors. So I think, yeah.
That's
that
lovely.
answers your question.
Thankfully, what you said was a little normal. I recently spoke to somebody and they said that they loved dipping French fries in thumbs up, and I'm like, okay.
See, French fries with anything will taste good. I love French fries. So I think things like French fries taste good irrespective with anything.
Okay, last two. Tell me your favorite restaurant and favorite cuisine.
Favorite cuisine, there are many cuisines I like, but I'm not going to say ghar ka khana because that is something which we come back to every day anyway. But cuisine wise, I love Pan Asian. So anything that's Thai, Japanese, Chinese, I really enjoy.
Wow.
So Pan Asian is one thing. And although my favorite dish in the world is a dish that my father cooks for me. Like if there was one dish I had to eat before I left this planet, it would be this dish, a special dish that my father made just for me like a few years ago. And it's genuinely the best thing.
Can you tell us what is it?
It's like a stir fry, but the way he makes it is unlike anything I've ever tasted. I promise you, it's amazing.
So please tell your papa that he's made me hungry right now, and I'll definitely drop in someday.
And I must tell you one more thing that he made, which my friends really like, is pani puri ke puri mein. He puts, like, if you're making keema of some kind, he puts keema in that puri. And then, you serve it like that. So, you see, he keeps trying interesting combinations like that.
That is really interesting.
Yeah. So the foodie part of me comes from my father.
I'm going to do that too. Okay. So without taking a lot of your time, lastly, what would you want to say to all the viewers who are going to be watching this interview and of course who are going to be watching Crackdown? A message for everyone.
Message for everyone is that, as actors, we are always wanting to try different things. So please जाके देखिए Crackdown. मैंने बहुत सारा action किया है वहाँ. So I'm very excited. And thank you. Just thank you for all your love.
All right then. On that note, thank you so much, Shreya. It was a lovely chat with you.
Likewise. Take care. Thank you.
I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.